que te abraza hasta el colchón de tu cama, también quisiera ser yo. En los sueños atrevidos, los abusivos, porque derroche de amor. Las partes de nuestro cuerpo eran mentiras, pero sueño de tentación. Ya tengo celos del viento que acaricia tu pelo, penetre tu corazón. Ya tengo celos del agua que te resbala en tu cuerpo hasta del mismo jabón. Palomita vuela, vuela por esa arena, aquí te estaré esperando, y aunque de dolor me muera, currucú, currucú, le cantaba al palomito, currucú, currucú, que volviera su niñito. En las cumbres del Guayabo, muy cerca de Palomar, ahí estaba la paloma, llorando sin descansar. Currucú, currucú, le cantaba al palomito. Claro, continuando aquí, continuando. Sony dice, dos amores en mi vida.
Amores en mi ser, a las dos las quiero tanto que no hay o cual escoger. Una es dueña de mi vida, la otra es dueña de mi amor. No puedo llevar al cabo cuál de las dos es mejor. La primera es muy bonita, sencillita y muy mujer. La otra es una virgencita que más dulce que la miel. Voy a escoger una al otro, lo más pronto más dejado, para que no se queda ni una y me quedo bien plantado. Claro.
for us today. We're so grateful that they're here. Can we give them a round of applause?
Muchas gracias, pocos pero sinceros. Muchas gracias aquí los plebes del este, agradecido. Ahorita continuamos con más después de la celebración aquí, agradecido por aguantarnos en este bonito día.
Bueno, sí. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing.
All right, give me 1 minute here. Did you get a signal for both of those? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, sure. Okay. Is that one good though? Okay, got it. Let me check on that. Mic check.
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 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 birds fly, and the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Ooh, someday I'll wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dare to, why can't well, I see trees of green, red roses too. I'll watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue, I see clouds of white, and the brightness of day. I like the dark, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we all know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that you dare to, why can't
We are so grateful for that beautiful music for our processional. At this time, I would like to ask class of 2022 Sunny Rodriguez.
hearts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets bright glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you, and you may be seated.
Your dreams, because you have shown us today by getting here to this moment that you can fight through anything and everything. It lives inside of you. So I want you to know we love you, we believe in you, and we continue to have high expectations for all. Felicidades, enjoy today. much, Carolyn McKnight and team.
Thank you so much for being here with us today, Ms. Garcia. At this time, we'd Ms. Rio, do you want to attempt to do to Alma Mater from the stage, or are we safe for going from there? We're going to go from there. A very special thing happened this year. We had our ribbon cutting at the beginning of the year for our Torres Amphitheater. I'd like our senior choir to report to their choir teacher for one more day, Mrs. Rios. But this year, because of that ribbon cutting for our Torres Amphitheater shade structure, people got together and said, you know what, this school needs an alma mater song. And they wrote it, and we premiered it at that ribbon cutting, and you're going to hear it again today. And the words are in your program, and if you know it, you are very, very welcome to sing along. Second to last page of the program, where it says Esteban y Torres, School Alma Mater. That's the song you're about to hear.
Nuestro siguiente invitado es un líder y excelente educador que trabaja duro todos los días para el Distrito Escolar Unificado de Los Ángeles sea más fuerte y cohesivo para servir a niños y familias.
Our next speaker is an outstanding educator and leader who is working hard every day to make Los Angeles Unified School District stronger and more cohesive in serving children and families.
Desde que llegó esta primavera, nuestro invitado especial ha desafiado a los educadores a imaginar audazmente, diseñar de forma innovadora y centrarse intensamente en el éxito estudiantil.
Since he arrived this spring, our special guest has challenged educators to imagine boldly, design innovatively, and focus intensely on student achievement.
Como superintendente de las escuelas públicas del condado de Miami-Dade por 14 años, obtuvo reconocimiento local, estatal, nacional e internacional, convirtiéndose en el superintendente más exitoso en la historia de los Estados Unidos.
As superintendent of Miami-Dade County Public Schools for 14 years, he earned local, state, national, and international recognition, making him the most highly accomplished superintendent in U.S. history.
Miami es casa de la Fundación Nacional de Young Arts. Trabajó con líderes de esta Fundación Nacional en Miami para apoyar la educación artística de alta calidad y también el acceso de todos los estudiantes a las riquezas culturas de su comunidad.
Miami is the home of the National Young Arts Foundation, and he worked with young arts and arts leaders in Miami to support high-quality arts education and access for all students to the cultural riches of their community.
Vino al Festival de los Artes de Este de Los Ángeles en abril, donde vio a nuestra banda de jazz tocar, al igual que sus familias y niños de las escuelas de nuestra red local que apoya las artes para celebrar la creatividad y honrar las diversas culturas de Este de Los Ángeles.
He came to the Eastside Arts Festival in April, where you heard our advanced jazz band play and got to see our students, their families, and kids from the schools in our local arts supporter network celebrating creativity and honoring the many cultures of East Los Angeles together.
Nuestro invitado especial actualmente está dirigiendo nuestro distrito para servir las necesidades particulares de cada estudiante mediante una red que conecte mejor nuestras escuelas, familias y comunidades.
Our special guest is now leading LA Unified to serve the unique needs of every student by building closer connections between schools, families, and communities.
Y ahora tengo el honor de dar la bienvenida a nuestro superintendente del Distrito Escolar Unificado de Los Ángeles, quien ha sido premiado por 4 veces como Superintendente del Año, Alberto M. Carvalho.
And now I am delighted to welcome 4-time Superintendent of the Year, Los Angeles Unified Superintendent Alberto M. Carvalho. Please come to the stage, sir.
Un aplauso.
Good afternoon. Buenas tardes. I feel so honored and privileged to be on this stage, even though I don't believe I have earned the right to be on this stage yet. After all, I've only been here 3.5 months, so nothing I have done has earned me the right to be on this stage. But since you do have a stage and you do have a mic at it, it is my opportunity to say congratulations. Congratulations to the remarkable class of 2022. Anytime I'm anywhere where Monica Garcia is present, I feel I want to breathe that air, take in the experience, learn the history, and then be ready to usher in additional change. Me siento tan honrado, tan privilegiado de estar aquí con ustedes de una forma presencial para celebrar y honrar a nuestros graduados. Adelante de nosotros tenemos el futuro, no solamente de nuestra comunidad, el futuro de nuestra nación. Muchas personas piensan que los mejores días de nuestra nación ya están en el pasado. Yo conozco a sus hijos y a sus hijas, y yo estoy seguro que la mejor historia de nuestro país va a ser vivida, escrita por nuestros graduados. Son excelentes, son intelectuales, tienen talento, son los actores, los escritores, los abogados, los líderes que nuestra nación necesita. Una nación unida, una nación diversa, una nación con oportunidad para todos. That is why I feel so honored and so privileged to be with you today, for I see the look of fierce determination in your eyes. I understand how your hearts beat, the music, the poetry that you will compose, the journey you will travel, inspired by an entity, but traveled by your own design. I so believe in you. Now, this is a special school where talent abounds, where the stage of opportunity was built for you to live out your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, one heart, one mind at a time. That is your community's hope for you. I also know, for I read some of your life's journeys. Some of you have gone through challenge, through terrible tragedy at a very young age. I also know that sitting behind you are individuals who made so many sacrifices so that you can get to experience this momentous occasion. To that I say, go. Go and have lofty goals, but always be grounded in your souls. Go and live out your best life, but always look to the side and behind to make sure that you help those around you along. And always look down to make sure that your ascension to the top is not because you're stepping on someone else. Always remember, regardless of your future, where you came from, your tradition, your culture, your language, for they are the foundation of your existence. And if you did, I promise you this, you shall become the greatest generation of Americans that ever lived. I promise you. So what could I tell you as I leave that you don't already know? Number one, it's pretty darn hot. Secondly, hace calor, ¿verdad? Pero hoy es un día especial, no lo podemos hacer muy rápido porque tenemos que celebrar y honrar a nuestros graduados, el futuro de nuestra nación. So I leave you with this, almost as an exhortation, almost as a prayer to you. May you walk 1,000 miles. If you take no one on your journey with you, you'll get nowhere. May you climb 1,000 mountains. If you do not elevate someone in need from their place of darkness to their mountaintop, you will not make it there yourself. May you swim 1,000 oceans. If you do not save someone on that treacherous journey, you will not save yourself. May you compose 1,000 songs, write 1,000 books. If you do not teach someone to sing alongside you or how to read your writing, you will not teach, you will not inspire. So I leave you with the prophetic words of a modern day philosopher, Tupac Shakur, who says, and I paraphrase, out of the harshness of our environment, out of the cold or hot concrete, out of the hot asphalt, a flower, a rose can grow. Let you be that bright rose that will inspire others to understand that sacrifice, hard work, and courage, determination, grit, compassion, and passion can all build and form who you are. You are diamonds, but you didn't start out as diamonds, for diamonds themselves did not begin as diamonds. They begin as coal, as carbon, through pressure and fire. They harden and they become brilliant. And that is exactly who you are. So my last quote is from another modern day philosopher, Ferris Bueller. And what Ferris says is, do not rush through life, for it goes by very fast. If you do not pay attention, you will miss it. Do not miss out on a single second, a single minute, a single hour or day of your precious lives. You are here on a mission with a vision. Realize it. Do not dare to become a second-rate imitation of anyone else. Decide to have the courage to be a masterpiece that right now is in design. They expect nothing less. Congratulations. Congratulations to the remarkable class of 2022. Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much, Superintendent Carvalho. We so appreciate your presence here with us today. At this time, I'd like to invite our academic counselor for the class of 2022, Ms. Raylene Natividad, to come to the stage. Parents, you've heard her voice on the phone all year long saying, let's make sure your kid graduates. What can I do to help? And here she is to share some special honors and awards for the class of 2022.
Hello, good evening everybody. Today you may see some of our students wearing some cords and medals. These cords and medals represent a different honor and award. And today I'm gonna tell you a little bit about all of those honors and awards. So students that are wearing the copper-colored cord received the Persistence Award. This symbolizes the student's academic persistence. At this time, will all the students wearing the copper-colored cord please stand? You may now take a seat. Students that are wearing the white-colored cord receive the State Seal of Biliteracy Award. This cord symbolizes students' proficiency in a language other than English and the English language. At this time, will all students wearing the white cord please stand? You may now take a seat. Students that are wearing the purple-colored cord received Superintendent's Honor Roll. This cord symbolizes their phenomenal academic achievement. At this time, will all students wearing the purple-colored cord please stand? You may now take a seat. Students that are wearing the gold-colored cord received high honors. This cord symbolizes their phenomenal academic achievement of a 3.5 grade point average or higher. At this time, will all students wearing the gold-colored cord please stand? You may now take a seat. Students that are wearing the silver-colored cord received honors. This cord symbolizes their phenomenal academic achievement of a 3.0 GPA through a 3.49 grade point average. At this time, will these students please stand that are wearing the silver-colored cord? We're almost there. You may now take a seat. Students that are wearing gold medals received the Excellent Attendance Award. These students received this award because they had 7 absences or less in a school year. At this time, will all students wearing a gold medal please stand? Thank you. You may now take a seat. Finally, we would like to recognize one more student. This student is receiving their high school diploma today and their Associate of Arts degree from East Los Angeles Community College. The student is Philip Santos. Can you please stand? So we have a lot of people to recognize today. This concludes the list of honors and awards. Congratulations, class of 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Natividad. At this time, I'd like to invite Ms. Lisa Davis, our East LA Community of Schools Administrator, to come to the stage. And I'd like our salutatorian and valedictorian to come be on deck.
Buenas tardes. Good evening, esteemed guests and proud graduates of the class of 2022 of our East Los Angeles Performing Arts Academy Magnet. Congratulations, y'all look wonderful. It is my great honor to be here tonight to introduce your class salutatorian and valedictorian. Your 2 classmates received these titles of distinction for earning the 2 highest grade point averages in the class of 2022. Yes, aplausos. Well deserved. I'll begin with our salutatorian. Braisley Zarate Victoria has been an outstanding student throughout her high school career, earning a GPA of 4.2. Bravo. Her proudest moments in high school were realizing that her favorite class was AP Calculus. And when she made it onto the Rhythm Impact dance team. Woo! Gonna see some moves later? She was inspired to aim high by her mother, Maria Victoria. Felicidades, Señora Victoria. The opportunity that launched her on a path to academic ambition was the Jaime Escalante math program in the 9th grade. Please join me in welcoming your salutatorian, Braisley Zaira Zarate Victoria.
Hi, good evening, students, teachers, family, friends, and fellow graduates. I feel honored to be someone to represent the graduating class of 2022 by giving my speech as this year's salutatorian. I would like to thank all of you, from teachers to friends and family, for attending this incredible moment for us all. You have had a profound impact on those who will be graduating today. On their behalf, I would like to thank our families, because without the support of our families, none of us would have come this far. I would also like to thank the teachers and staff for helping us get here as well. Antes que siga, me gustaría agradecer a nuestras familias, porque sin el apoyo de nuestras familias, ninguno de nosotros hubiera llegado tan lejos. También me gustaría agradecer a los profesores y al personal por ayudarnos a llegar hasta acá. But first, let's go back 13 years ago, August 30, 2009. This was the first day of school at the beginning of our journey. Parents and grandparents walked us to school, where roughly 1,000 pictures were taken. Later that afternoon, Walgreens and CVS across the street were developing pictures of our cute little faces. For 6 years, we had recess, the Halloween parade, where students had the opportunity to shop their stunning costumes, and the Scholastics book catalog, where kids only bought the books that came with incredible accessories. Through the elementary school was the very first chapter, the middle school where we went through puberty, and those were probably the most awkward 3 years of our lives. We then walked into our first school day. We met our teachers for the very first time. As freshmen, we walked in not knowing what to expect. As sophomores, we began to shape our identity. As juniors, we were bombarded with tests, and as seniors, we prepared to say goodbye. And as we walked through the hallways, we saw our achievements post up. We saw the work that our peers created, which became the moments that only lasted for a split second. We are a persevering bunch of individuals who went through COVID, and it changed everything. At that very moment, not many of us cared about school. Many of us had less enthusiasm to pass or even show up for class. It affected our routines, and I know we all believed at some point that we might have graduated this way. Now here we are, we made it. And if COVID taught us anything, is that we can overcome any challenge, and we shouldn't take anything for granted. It brings us today, June 7th, 2022, a class of young people who have grown, learned, and made mistakes together. We are a generation that overcame a pandemic, lost many of our dear ones, experienced online learning, and a toilet paper shortage. This day is where we stop for a moment and celebrate all of our achievements. We all worked hard to get here today, knowing that a high school diploma would open many doors and provide opportunities we all have dreamed of. But for us, graduating high school is the beginning of a great chapter in our life. Many of us plan on pursuing much more than just a high school diploma. Some will go to college to pursue a degree in psychology, just like Jocelyn Mendez. Some will join the Marines, like Jose Flores. And others will go straight into the workforce. Others will go straight. But each of us will travel our own path, possibly becoming future historians, engineers, athletes, scientists, activists, entrepreneurs, and so much more. As for myself, I want to honor my mom's journey and sacrifices by being a proud Golden Eagle at Cal State LA, majoring in psychology. Le quiero agradecer a mi madre por los 1,885 millas. Esas son las distancias que viajó mi madre para darnos a mí y a mis hermanos una vida mejor. A través de mi madre aprendí que hay que trabajar duro para todo, porque la vida no es fácil. A través de su viaje de migración me ha demostrado que el trabajo duro y la resistencia me llevarán a un camino exitoso. Gracias, mamá, por todo y te quiero mucho. And for those who don't understand Spanish, I just thank my mom for the 1,885 miles she traveled to give me and my siblings a better life. So fellow graduates, don't forget to thank the person who made a difference in your life. Parents, invited guests, teachers, and graduates of 2022, I wish you luck and much, much more. And to Mr. Shida, Ms. Sork, and Principal McKnight, may you enjoy your retirement. Thank you all, and congratulations, class of 2022.
Alexandra Elizabeth Martinez earned a GPA of 4.3. Challenged herself throughout high school by taking 8 AP courses, from AP Human Geography through AP Computer Science. She played trumpet in the Torres Prep Band and raised school spirit as a Torres cheer team member and JV captain. When she reflected on the experience that built her confidence, it was the Linked Learning Showcase, where she presented her class project. She got extra credit, earned an A, and was never too shy to speak in public again. Please join me. Un aplauso for Alexandra, your class of 2022 valedictorian.
Welcome, friends, family, teachers, staff, and my fellow graduates. I'm surprised we all made it, since most of us almost never know the schedule. Good evening. I know most of us have checked out by now, like Mr. Yoshida this past year. So can I please get your attention? I would like to start off by thanking a few people. To my older sister, thank you for being a role model and supporting me even when we're angry at each other. To George, thank you for making me food and keeping this brain power alive. To Clemente Jaime Renteria, thank you for being the sweetest person alive. I would also like to thank our teachers who were understanding, helpful, and attentive to our learning throughout our 4 years of high school. I would like to wish Mr. Yoshida and Ms. Sork a happy retirement. I know how excited you are to stop grading our late assignments. I would like to thank Ms. McKnight for being our principal for the last 4 years and for posting us on the ELAPA Instagram page any chance she could. Lastly, I would like to thank my parents. My parents have taught me many things, but one lesson that stood out to me was to be fearless. Imagine moving miles away to an unknown country without knowing the language or what your future holds. That is being fearless. 18 years ago, my parents left Guatemala and emigrated to the US. Now, they work day and night to provide for our family. Thanks to them, I've learned to make the best out of the opportunities presented to me, and so far, I've managed not to mess anything up. We are all fearless given the different obstacles we went through to get here today. We also have in common our commitment to bettering ourselves. Graduating high school is just the beginning. We must dream big and continue to move forward. Some of us will be going to college, and some of us will be entering a particular workforce. Whether you're going to college or not, find what interests you and ask yourself, how can my passions become my occupation to better my community that I came from? For some of us, overachieving may seem impossible, and this fear of failure holds us back. I am here to tell you that it is okay to feel this way. Many times this year, I was taught not to run away from my future and to instead run towards it. I have also learned not to listen to my worst self. We can choose not to listen to the little voice in our head that tells us we can't do something. For others, fear can push them to overachieve. Pressure to achieve makes us feel guilty whenever we are having fun and there is still work to get done. We cannot beat ourselves up over wanting to experience enjoyable moments. Balancing the pressure to achieve our goals and giving ourselves the break we deserve is important. Given how difficult the past 2 years have been, I think it is important to take care of ourselves and to be proud of the journey we took to get here. This fall, I will be attending UCLA to study marine biology. Thank you. My goal is to work with animals and to preserve the planet we live on. Now, before we all pass out from dehydration, I would like to say, congratulations, class of 2022. We finally did it. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you so much for those inspiring words, Braisley and Alex. At this time, I'd like to invite our senior sponsor, Melissa Rios, to come to the stage to deliver our senior message.
The last murmurs. Good afternoon, parents, staff, faculty, administrators, and of course, class of 2022. My name is Melissa J. Rios, and I'm one of 2 senior sponsors this year alongside the wonderful Amanda Johnson. Check out that applause. This is my 8th year at Torres ELAPA Magnet teaching vocal music. Through the years, I've gotten to know this amazing group of young adults. I remember the first time I met most of you. You were fresh out of middle school and in Summer Bridge, and I was sorting you into houses. Remember? Then you were put into classes where I asked all of you to say the same phrase over and over again so that I could decide where to sit you. Give me one more time. Let me hear one more hello, Mrs. Rios. 1, 2, 3. Hello, Mrs. Rios. Thank you. Many of you shared your biggest fears of high school and your expectations of what the next 4 years would be like. And I'm sure that none of us thought that the last 2 years would go the way that they did. Through Summer Bridge, through Zoom classes, over the course of these 4 years, I've seen all of you grow. I've seen quiet, timid post-8th graders turn into regal dancers on a stage that are more driven than I think that I will ever be. I've seen students whom I can barely hear talk sing louder than anyone in the class. I've seen students come in knowing who they are, but not know how to say it exactly. They become members of a community that knows that love is love and that we are all here and will always love them for who they are and who they love. I've seen parents support their children and really be behind their growth and development here at ELAPA. Thank you to those parents who allow us teachers to be with your students 7 hours a day, 5 days a week for the last 4 years. These students are sitting where they are today because of all of you. Through hard work, through last-minute schedule changes, through cramming sessions, through crying sessions, I've seen every single one of you grow into who you are today. Now I speak directly to you, class of 2022. You have arrived at the beginning of your journey. I just want to give you all a bit of advice moving forward and leave you with a few of my favorite quotes by some of my favorite people who are definitely not fictional characters. Working hard is important, but there's something that matters even more: believing in yourself. Mr. Harry James Potter. It is the quality of one's conviction that determines success, not the amount of followers. Professor Remus J. Lupin. And lastly, finally, it does not do well to dwell on dreams and forget to live. Professor Albus Dumbledore. Through your time at ELAPA Magnet, we here have strived to show you the connection between being a performer and being successful. We hope that you remember the lessons that you've learned in your music classes, your theater classes, your dance classes, your film classes, and your stagecraft classes. We hope that you connect these lessons to the ones you've learned in your academic classes and keep them through the years and through the journey of whatever it is that you strive to be. Know that you have left an impression on this school, and hopefully one day you will soon do the same to the world. Just do well to remember that it is up to you to decide what kind of impression you decide to leave. Congratulations, class of 2022. You made it.
Thank you, Mrs. Rios. I'm going to talk a little bit about our student body president while they sound check over there and tune. Our student body president's a very special person. His name is Manuel Estrada, and he is a trombonist, a conductor, an outstanding student leader. He's been a member of a special program at the Colburn School of Music in downtown LA called Jumpstart since the age of 10, where he's been a scholarship student studying music, music theory, trombone, and in the last couple of years, orchestral conducting. And I'm proud to say that although we've had many students be admitted by audition to wonderful music, dance, theater, and film programs around the country, including Yoli, who's going to NYU Film School. Manuel is our first student to go to an actual conservatory of music, and he will be studying trombone and conducting at the conservatory in Mexico City, Mexico. And I am so proud of his extraordinary accomplishments in music. When we discussed whether he should give a speech or play a piece of music, he said, I've got a piece of music I want to share with my fellow graduates. It's by Astor Piazzolla, and it's called Oblivion. Are you sound checked and ready over there, musicians? Almost? Can we sound check the piano? It sounds great. I think we're ready to hear Astor Piazzolla's Oblivion, performed by Mr. Gregory Yoshida, retiring English music and history teacher, Manuel Estrada, student body president for the class of 2022, and William Martinez, class of 2022. Hello, hello. There we are. Okay. Thank you so much, Manny, William, and Mr. Yoshida. And thank you for sharing that beautiful piece of music with us. We have another special surprise guest. I'd like our keynote speaker to come to the stage at this time.
Let's see if this mic is working here. Okay. First of all, I'd like to thank Superintendent Carvalho and Superintendent Huerta for being here with us tonight. Special thank you to Monica Garcia, and a very, very special thank you to Principal Carolyn McKnight, the administrators, distinguished guests, for giving me the opportunity to be your class of 2022 keynote speaker. Greetings, seniors. Well, this is it. Despite all of your obstacles that you may have faced this year, the COVID-19 pandemic, personal health care issues, perhaps you had to work part-time to help support your family. Maybe you had to take care of an elderly family member, staying up late at night to finish school projects, or maybe your family encountered immigration issues, and the list goes on. But you persevered, you guys adapted, and you guys overcame. You are here today, graduating after 4 long years. But rest assured that these last 4 years will be some of the best and memorable days of your life. Your journey is just beginning. It will become the foundation of your future. You're excited, but you're also apprehensive as to what the future will bring. But you are not alone. I want to tell you a story about a boy who faced some of the same obstacles and fears that you have. He grew up right here in East LA. As a small boy, his father was a copper miner, and he was deported to Mexico. The boy never saw his father again. He was raised by his grandmother and his mother in poverty. And he never forgot the day the US government took his father. He felt abandoned, angry, and disillusioned. And when he got older, he attended Garfield High School. He was going through some tough times in his life, just like some of you. And he dropped out of school. He thought there was something better for him, but he couldn't find a job. And his friends were still in school. He was bored with nothing to do. So one day he went back to school to visit his buddies. And a teacher approached him. And he convinced the boy to come back to school. He enticed him by letting him use his artistic abilities to draw technical drawings for the aeronautics class. The young boy they called Toro found his purpose, and he ultimately graduated with his class. It took only one teacher to make a difference in this young man's life. The young man enlisted in the US Army, and the day after graduation, he left home to attend boot camp. And after boot camp, he was sent to a communications school in Virginia, and then shortly, he was shipped out to Europe. This young man from East LA spent the next 4 years in Germany, serving in the Corps of Engineers, building and blowing up bridges, learning to speak German, moving up in rank from a private to a first-class sergeant. And when his tour was over, he came back to East LA. He married the love of his life, and he started a family. But life wasn't easy. There were obstacles. He was married. He had a family. Jobs were scarce. He didn't have a college education. And even as a U.S. veteran, he tried to buy a home in the city of Montebello, and he was rejected. They told him that they didn't sell homes to Mexican Americans. So he settled right here in East LA on Percy Street. He got his first job, at the Chrysler Auto Company in Maywood. He worked on the assembly line as a welder building automobiles. He enrolled in school at East LA College. And while working on the assembly line, he saw worker injustices. He wanted to make a difference. So he joined the union, the United Auto Workers. And he fought for the rights of his fellow workers, and he was eventually promoted to shop steward, where he became the voice of the workers, negotiating with management. And his hard work and dedication, and guess what? The fact that he was fluent in Spanish got him noticed. And because of his abilities to organize and negotiate, he was promoted and sent to Washington, D.C. to work at the UAW headquarters. And he became their international representative for Latin American affairs, responsible for organizing unions in auto plants in Argentina, Chile, Venezuela, Brazil, and Mexico. And now he was making a difference around the world. But he felt the need to come back home and to make a difference in his own community, here in East LA. He founded the East Los Angeles Community Union, otherwise known as Telecu. It was to solve housing problems, eliminate poverty, stimulate job opportunities, and develop small businesses and create a community of self-sufficiency. And today, 53 years later, Telecu is a multi-million-dollar success story, and they're still headquartered here in East Los Angeles. And he got more involved with the community organizing, and he got involved with politics. He became more influential, and he became more respected. And ultimately, the President of the United States, Jimmy Carter, appointed him as the first United States ambassador to UNESCO, which is the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, headquartered in Paris, France. And President Carter was so impressed by this man's ability to organize and work with people that he recalled him back from Paris and brought him back to work with him in Washington, D.C. in the White House as his special assistant for Hispanic affairs. The story about the small boy, Toro, who grew up here in East LA, it's the story of a life of man you all know, Esteban E. Torres. He was elected to the United States Congress in 1982. And as a congressman, he wrote laws to protect our environment, provide better housing for low-income communities, and better awareness for water conservation and reclamation. He allowed individuals to get access to their credit reports, and he was at the forefront of changing our
Hello, hello?
And while in Congress, he respected by both fellow Democrats and Republicans, things you don't hear of nowadays. He knew that working with the other side would benefit his constituents. He was the example of the ultimate diplomat and statesman. And he retired from Congress after serving 16 years representing his constituents. But when he retired from Congress, he continued to help his community. He was the co-founder of La Plaza del Cultura y Artes in downtown Los Angeles, a museum to the history of Mexican-American heritage. After all of these accomplishments, Toro was most proud of his namesake, the Esteban E. Torres High School. Why? His dream was to create a legacy, to inspire. Despite the obstacles that you face every day, you can persevere, you can adapt, and you can overcome. You can create a new legacy. You can pass down this to the next generation. You are at the crossroads of your life, and don't let obstacles get in your way. You have options. Continue your education, learn a trade, join the military, volunteer with your school and organizations, get involved, and give back to your community. And don't forget to vote in every election. Your vote is your voice, and you can make a difference. My name is Steve Torres, and I'm the son of Torres. Many times before, my father was looking forward to being here with you today, to congratulate you on your graduation day. But 5 short months ago, in January, Esteban Torres passed. We lost a great man, a visionary, a leader, a trailblazer, my hero. But his legacy remains here, right here, at the Esteban E. Torres High School. And now it's your responsibility to make a difference. No matter what you do, you must make this world peace. Make those who helped you get here and get your high school diploma, make them proud. Your teachers, your administrators, your family, make them proud of you. And remember, you will always be a Toro. And when you decide to make a difference, Toro will be standing. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. At this time, we are ready for the presentation of our candidates for graduation. Hello, hello. So here is our first senior class advisory teacher, Mr. Gregory Yoshida.
Thank you, Principal McKnight. It is my present our graduates for my advisory class, the class of 2022. So I would like to ask you to come up one at a time, and I will present you to Ms. McKnight and Ms. Sanchez to receive your diploma. Axel Acosta. Valeria Altamirano. Precious Rose Tejeda Andrade. Alexa Ayala. Roy Ayala. Zulema Banuelos Soriano. Christopher Serta. Moises Chavez. Luis Cruz. Manuel Estrada Aguiar. Aaron Christopher Gallo. Freddie Garcia. Jenny Garcia. Alexander Garcia. Monica Garcia. Priscilla Ruby Gomez. Catherine Jolie Guevara. Julia Guzman. Dayanara Hernandez. Josiah Hernandez. Michael Zaragoza. America Ledesma. Señor Julián López. Alexandra Elizabeth Martinez. Damien Rangel. Jose Antonio Segovia. Deanna Simpson Lowe.
Now presenting my advisory for Mrs. Rios' class. Irene Acosta. Samantha Bernadette Alvarez. Nayeli Seja. Salma Penelope Curiel. Hannah Davila. Betzabel Dominguez. Jose Grizz Flores. Zach Garcia. Stephanie Gonzalez. Stephanie Gonzalez. Areli Hernandez. Mia Amelie Lopez. William Martinez. Samantha Moreno. Amanda Marie Patino. Manuel A. Perez. Danelli Isabel Rodriguez. Sunny Rodriguez. Brian Rojas. Mia Crystal Valdivia. Andy Vasquez. Jackie Ruby Vega. Aveli Ez Arcos. Kate Yes.
Brianna Lucia Alvarado Aguirre. Luis Felipe Baca. Rob Campos. Emerson Hue Chavez. Adam Contreras. Adriana Cubi. Melanie Michelle Estrada Vera. Andrew Galvez. Pet Canderia González. Betty Govea. Adrian Hernández. Isaiah Lazalde. Juan López. Mia Alejandra López. Virginia Matul Chos. Julisa Merino Ansora. Antonio Jesús Miranda y Morcharo. Alejandro Molina. Tiffany Moreno. Sebastián Cefaris Angel Muñoz. Johnny Naranjo. Donna Perez. Raúl Jonathan Plasencia. Jennifer Pons. Johan Pulido. Gabriel Rodríguez. Yoliwani Newalit Tecolocuautli. Julian Vargas. Bracely Victoria Zarate.
Lisbeth Burgos Gonzalez. Isabella Chavez. Merly Colchim Ventura. Tatiana Davis. Remy Lee Fisher. Ruby Flores. Alfonso Herrera. Ashley Cole Adesma. Do. Jasmine Do. Medina. Carla Yoselin Mendez. Mendoza. Thank you. Emma Moraz. Vianney Miranda Cueva. Oh, sorry. Dao Nguyen. Juliana del Sol Ocampo Santos. Anthony Palma. Nayeli Abigail. Michelle Quesada. Judith Veronica Ramirez Orozco Miranda. Edgar Reyes. Mariana Yvette Rodriguez Martinez. Cecia Anaí Sanchez. Wait, pause it right here real quick. Miguel Salgado. Oscar Sanchez. Jaylene Santiago. Matthew Santizo. Grace Lopez. Philip Santos, who is getting a high school diploma as well as an associate's degree from Los Angeles Community College.
And now presenting the graduating class of Ms. Vasquez's advisory. Angel Calderon. Alberto Juarez. Lopez. Ricky Lopez. Betty Armida Vides, the coolest guy on earth. Guadalupe Yáñez Portillo.
Hello, hello. At this time, we're going to ask our senior choir to join Mrs. Rios one more time for our sung benediction. Benediction means good words. So these are some good words from a film you may have seen this year called Encanto. And again, the words of the song are in the back of the program. The song is called Dos Oruguitas. If you wish to sing along, I don't think.
Dos oruguitas enamoradas pasan sus noches y madrugadas llenas de hambre, siguen andando en navegando un mundo, el cambio sigue cambiando, en navegando un mundo, el cambio sigue cambiando. Dos oruguitas paran el viento y mientras abran con sentimientos siguen creciendo, no saben cuándo, buscan a alguien rico, el tiempo sigue cambiando, inseparables son, el tiempo sigue cambiando. desorientadas en dos capullos bien navegadas con sueños nuevos. Ya solo falta hacer lo necesario en el mundo que sigue cambiando. Todos sus paredes y vivir nuestro milagro. No se aguanten más, hay que crecer, parte y volver, hacia adelante seguirán, viviendo crisalidad. Hay que crecer, aparte volver, hacia adelante seguirás. Ya son milagros, rompiendo cristalidas. Hay que volar, hay que encontrar su propio futuro.
Hay mariposas, no se aguanten más. Hay que crecer, parte y volver, hacia adelante seguirás. Ya son milagros, rompiendo cristalidas. Hay que volar, hay que encontrar su propio futuro.
Thank you so much, Rios and senior. At this time, first, I just want to apologize to Melanie Gonzalez. I understand that we were not able to hear her name, and I want to congratulate her personally on her graduation. So congratulations, Melanie Gonzalez. Congratulations again to all of you. And I want to thank the parents and students for your patience as we dealt with technical difficulties on this windy day with lots of high-profile guests and live streaming so that we can share tonight with families who weren't able to be here with us. So thank you for your patience as we struggled with sound. But at this time, I want to ask the class of 2022 to stand. And now, by the power vested in me by the state of California, the California Department of Education, and the Los Angeles Unified School District, I declare that you, the class of 2022, having satisfied the requirements for a high school diploma, are now graduates of Torres ELAPA Performing Arts Magnet. You may move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations. We are so proud of you. And now, I'm so glad that you're celebrating together with joy. We're going to ask our graduates to recess out in your lines to the sound of Dream Avenue by the Earringers. Class of 2000, oh no, we're not doing that. What are we recessing out to? They did already. Okay. There we go. At this time, graduates, please follow your leaders out and you will rejoin your parents momentarily. So graduates, congratulations. Go forth and have a beautiful life. And we need the owner of a car, Ms. Kathy Sanchez, you're blocking another driver in the parking garage. We need to ask you to scurry downstairs to the parking garage and move your car. And I see you. You're going to take care of it. Thank you. Kathy Sanchez, we need you to move your car.